So I'll do a round of thank yous. Thank you to the Toronto Police Marine Unit who are here, the Toronto Police Auxiliary who are going to jump in the water, right? Okay. We also have Mello and his crowd from George Brown College. Thank you very much for helping out again this year. We have our two support vessels. We have the Empress and the Yankee Lady. And at the very far end, you're going to get very comfortable with Toronto Fire Marine Units because you get the fun part, which is playing with the hoses. Also, we have our instructors. John Spite's out there somewhere. He's been doing first aid over in this John. There's John. John, you're sitting outside in the sunshine. So there we go. We're going to keep track of that. Okay, and let's see who else we got. Okay, so we move along. Okay, great. Also, Inland Marine Safety has brought us another life raft to experiment with again this year. Thank you very much for that. We really appreciate that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over to the Marine Unit. And they're going, actually, Matt, you want to say anything before I turn the Marine Unit? No? Okay. So there are people who have been designated as your captains, and you're going to follow the flag. And it's more or less, it's a circle. You come down the dock, you do first aid, go inside, do security, and you go all the way back, okay? So they will sound the horn at about 25, 30 minutes in between to make sure everybody gets the time to finish their module. Okay. Other than that, you have any questions? I'm here all day, I got the big red hat. There you go. Oh, Matt, oh, there. You want to say anything? Thank you. Short and sweet, okay. Here we go.
Hi guys, good morning. Officer Kello, Stacey Kello from the Marine Unit, and thank you for having me as well. This is my first time attending this event. I've worked on our rescue boat for 15 years, so you guys, like what Mike said, you guys are the first line when it comes to an emergency out there. You guys have up to 200 plus people on your cruise boat, right? And someone goes overboard. You guys are the first ones that you see something happen to react, to do what you're going to learn here today. We'll just go over the different stations and you'll learn a little bit more individually. But that goes down the chain of command right to us. So locating the person that goes overboard, notifying the right people. We get the call at the Marine Unit faster, and we work with our team. We're all a team here to keep everybody safe. With the fireboat, the Coast Guards, and as well as us being on the water, the Marine Unit. So you guys are the first communication for someone to go in the water. And so this is the life raft. Each boat's going to have one of these life rafts on board or more. And some of them are going to be in this canister, which is a canister. Some of them are going to be more in a canvas pack. Whatever one that you're working on, know where it is, because it's going to be on the vessel, and it could be harnessed on the vessel. You're going to need to take it off the harness first to get ready to deploy it, because you're going to be deploying it. You can't deploy it unless it's overboard, because it will explode, and life raft will go off in like 10-15 seconds. So this is the last line. When you hear that your boat is in trouble, and you've heard that there's a mayday going on, or your boat's possibly sinking, or there's a fire on board, and you've been told, or you've made the determination yourself that there's an emergency situation and we're going to have to abandon this ship. So this is your life raft, and this is going to be the last thing that goes overboard, because before that happens, you want to be donning, and you'll learn at the different stations, life jackets. You want to have a life jacket on or survival suit, rescue equipment with you, because once you go overboard, you're overboard. So you want to think about all that stuff, and you'll be learning that throughout the day. So we'll just focus now on actually deploying this life raft with emergency equipment also inside of it. So this is again the last thing that you're going to be doing. It's going to have a painter line, and right now you can see the line to the left of the canister there. There is that painter line. You need to make sure that it's attached to your vessel. You throw that overboard, the wind's going to catch it, and you've lost your life raft. So that's your painter line. Attach it to the vessel and secure it as best you can. And what you can do is you can release. There's usually about 30 meters of that painter line, and you can release that from the canister. And then when it goes over, so you guys are going to release the canister or the painter line, it's gonna, yeah, hold on for 1 second.
To make it easier, let's get at least half this crowd on the boat.
Someone's thinking, yeah.
I've played this game before.
Okay.
Mark.
We just wanna, before we do it, we wanna give you guys a better view.
Let's do it this way. Everybody over here, the green group, and everybody that way, get on the boat.
All right.
And spread yourselves up onto the second and third deck, okay? That way you can...
Pepperoni. There was this weird cartoon from the 90s called Sticking Little.
So then pepperoni died?
Dog and her dog. Anybody have a comment?
Close up.
This is private bar for the big guy. Thank you.
Again,
Okay, you guys are getting the close-ups.
this canister is probably gonna release it from the... You're gonna make the line secure. Okay, the painter line is usually, this one for show is shorter. It's usually about 30 meters, so you do release it. You get as much line on deck as possible, so it doesn't get snagged on anything or anything like that. And then, because when you actually deploy it, you have to actually pull it hard, and that will actually cause it to deploy. So that means get your line secured, get your painter line on the deck, all the excess, and then you're gonna toss it over. These guys are gonna toss it into the water, and then we'll snag it, and you'll see in about 15 seconds or so it'll be fully inflated, and you'll hear the gas leak off, which is normal. So, you guys ready to go? Yeah. We're gonna toss it. So then you want to give it a snag. Give it like a sharp pull. That's what I mean. You can release some of this on the deck ahead of time, and it's a little bit longer than we thought. It's a training one, so the guys thought it was actually a shorter. there is the survival equipment on the inside, including nausea medication once you're on board. And you can, with the covers, it's all got soulless patches so that it's being radioed in where you guys are. Now, we're not talking about a ship
By brisk in there.
today, but that's what it's made for if you're out in the sea.
There's a good
It's
swimming.
even got equipment
Oh,
on
yeah,
board,
so like-
including a
nice,
knife.
refreshing way
Because
to
again,
stop
you're
it.
attached to
Yeah.
your ship right now, and like the ship is out there, your painter line's attached to your ship, which it should be, and that would, if your ship's going down, you may want to unattach it, and so there is a knife on board to be able to do that. Again, all these canisters as well. If your ship was to go down without you being able to deploy it, there's a hydrostatic release on it with enough pressure of the ship going down. Depending how deep it is, when you get to a certain pressure, it will automatically release this as well, so the ship doesn't take this away. And I've got, so I didn't even see my team is in the water,
This guy's
and
floating too much.
you are going to have life if you were
What's
to
in this box?
keep going into this as well. You're going to be doing a scenario today too, where you're going to get into the raft, but you can get into the raft from the ship without actually going into the water. Today we're going to show you, as you were to don your life jacket, your survival gear, and all the passengers were going to start getting onto this raft, how to get onto the raft. And notice that it's the best to swim on your back when you have the life jackets on to do the backstroke and there'll be a ladder and some lines that you can pull yourself. Have the strongest person probably go first, and they can help pull everybody else on board. And some of the racks there's a little bit of a door open area. This one is closed all, sealed all the way across. So he's going to have to do some work with all his gear on. It's harder to climb aboard. And yeah, some of you can't see that there is something in the water there that they're climbing onto to help them. Once someone's on board, you can help pull everybody on board. And while they're getting on board, if you guys notice, the CO2 pack is covered onto the left side here. Sometimes if you were to throw this overboard from up higher, maybe on a different deck up, like so that's where it's stored, and with the wind, this can actually it will inflate, and it might be override it. You need to ride it if it does go over. There is ballast and water anchors on the bottom of this raft, and that will keep it stable.